Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 16 of Season 3 with our career mode for West Ham United. And before we actually get into the background stories we normally do, just want to take a moment to say to you guys, thank you for your support, and it's been amazing. Your support throughout this entire series has been fantastic. We've been through some ups and downs, but it's been magnificent. I just want to say, Sunday and Monday there will unfortunately not be an upload for West Ham United, and you're probably thinking, oh no, don't do this to us, John, but please, bear with me. It's the transfer window. And one of the important factors of our West Ham career mode is the interaction between myself and you guys. You guys, since Season 1, have recommended players to me. You guys have picked on positions where we need to strengthen, and I don't want to get away from that. That is one of the most important factors within this career mode, is your input and our interaction. So basically today the video is up, early doors as you can see, Saturday afternoon. That will give you plenty of time to construct some deals, watch the video a couple of times if you wish, hope you do, perhaps share it with your friends. Find out where we need to strengthen. I think we all know we need to strengthen a little bit in the back four. Work out some deals, work out some players. I then need to go and look at those players because I look at every single player recommendation you guys give me. You know, I look at every single player you give me. We then record, make the video, and if this video can hit 1,000 views by Monday, I will do a double upload on Tuesday and Wednesday to make up for not uploading on Sunday and Monday. But look at this, just before I continue, look at this. Lukaku, Lukaku, Lukaku! Lukaku! What a goal! What a goal after the misses he had against Chelsea. Oh my days, what a goal from Lukaku. So yeah, I want to stay true to this series. You know, it's all about the interaction. I hope you guys truly understand, but don't be disappointed because I will be doing uploads on Sunday and Monday. I'm not just going to stop uploading. I've got some Arsenal EPs that I've already done. That was a very sloppy goal to concede, very disappointing. I'm just going to keep talking because that was just horrendous defending. Got some Arsenal EPs to upload, building up to the FA Cup final. I've got some Let's Talk Football to upload, and of course I've got a new attempt at doing a hybrid team, a pure tank team. It'll be quite interesting to see your response. Hopefully you guys will like it and give me some pointers on where I'm going wrong, how I'm doing it, etc. That'd be really great. But I just want you guys to know that this West Ham career mode is very, very important to me, and I don't want to distract from how great it has become because of you guys and the interaction we have. So hope you truly understand, and let's go enjoy the commentary with West Ham and Sunderland at Upton Park, and the score is currently 1-1. The ball is fed into Isco. Isco breaks down the left-hand side. He's going for the byline. He goes to get the cross in, but it's blocked. Isco re-picks up the ball, gets the cross in, a great defensive header. The ball moves to Lukaku. Lukaku turns back inside, nothing on, so he has to turn back. He gives it to Guidetti. Guidetti moves to the right-hand side. He shoots. Oh my days, Guidetti has just made it 2-1 after 55 minutes. That was an absolute cracking finish. He really is finding some great form. Unfortunately, Lukaku, who has scored today, is not in the greatest form at the moment. He missed 2 sitters against Chelsea, but hopefully that will change. Lukaku gets to the byline. He pulls the ball back. Oh my days! Guidetti just missed an absolute sitter. He headed it against the post, and a ricochet went to the goalkeeper. You could not script that sort of action. That was unbelievable. A great chipped ball over the top, and oh my days, Fletcher with an absolute crackerjack finish. That was all about the ball over the top in the 69th minute. That was a crackerjack ball. Absolutely magnificent. Some sloppy defending there. West Ham not clearing the ball as normal. Connor Wickham breaking down the left-hand side. He feeds the ball out to Johnson. Johnson's looking pretty knackered. The ball comes across, and oh my days. Connor Wickham, who has been linked with West Ham on numerous occasions, scores in the 73rd minute to make it 3-2, and that's how the game unfortunately finished. Connor Wickham getting the winner, and would you Adam and Eve it, he does it in the transfer window. But I just want to say thank you to West Ham TV for giving us this opportunity to show you that Jack Butland is trying 100% to regain his form. As you can see, the training field is empty. Only Butland and Adrian on the training field, and Butland is staying behind every day for an hour or so, making world-class saves. He really is trying to work on his game, and as you can see, that was an absolutely audacious save. So thank you to West Ham TV for allowing us to use that video clip. Really do appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. And we now have an opportunity to put the defeat against Sunderland right. We have to go to Villa Park to take on Aston Villa. And as you may remember, we absolutely battered Aston Villa last time we played, and we won 5-2 at home. It was a great performance. The boys really played some cultured football, some real Barcelona of East London football, or the Talisman of Turin football. It really was quite gifted, and I've put out quite a strong side. Eduardo has forced his way back in the team. Zaha is going to be playing, you know, he really is a decent player. Looking forward to watching him grow. But as the game kicks off, great defending at the back. Mbaya picks the ball up. He knocks it into Eduardo. Eduardo, thankfully, is back after that short injury, which really was at a time that he was playing magnificently. The ball's fed into Gudetti. Gudetti strolls forward. He turns to the Aston Villa defence. He opens up his body, has a shot, and oh my God, he gets it in at the near post. How the keeper did not save that, I do not know. But that was an absolutely crackerjack finish. Look at that. He turns the defender quite easily, goes past him with ease, has a great shot, and the keeper is guilty of being beaten on the near post. Something that we don't like to see from our Jack Butland. Slightly overzealous tackle there for Mbaya, diving in on the Aston Villa attacker, which is something we've got to put right. He really has got to work on his game because he has not settled into this team at all. Filippo, with his magnificent pace and agility, breaks through the midfield, feeds the ball into Adrian. Adrian has plenty of time and space. He breaks into the box, pulls the ball back, and oh my days, John Gudetti is in an absolutely sensational form. He really is in sensational form. He strikes again to make it 2-0 after 20 minutes, and we join the game back in the 25th minute. Zaha with the ball, breaking down the right hand side. He has to turn back, nothing really on. He then spies Sissoko. He feeds the ball into Sissoko. Sissoko unleashes straight into the top corner after 27 minutes. That was an absolute amazing finish. Look at Sissoko making that run. What a cultured CDM he really is. And he sticks in the top corner. We go in at half-time, winning 3-0. Aston Villa fans booing their team as they come off the pitch. West Ham fans rightly cheering their team after the dismal 3-2 loss to Sunderland, which really is not acceptable. We start the second half off with a great ball over the top. Filippo surely going to make it 4-0, but no. He just puts the ball wide. I think he took his eye off the ball as the keeper was coming out, but that was absolutely magnificent. What a ball over the top. What a header. That boy is seriously just becoming better and better. The Ballon d'Or surely must be going to Filippo. Surely the Ballon d'Or has to go to Filippo. Forget about your Messis, forget about your Ronaldos. It's all about Filippo. And look at that defending. For once, we actually defend stoutly, get it all right, and Mbaya actually done something good. Still 50-50 on how he's settling into the team. Perhaps the second half of the season he will grow and become a better player. But look at that ball through by Zaha. Filippo makes it 4. No, he pushes it just wide. Great interlinking play by Zaha and Filippo there. That really could become quite a formidable midfield, especially when you think you've got Isco and Adrian. And the game finishes Aston Villa 0, West Ham 3, and 3 much needed points at a very pinnacle point of the season, especially with the January transfer window. A lot of players are playing for their contracts, and as you can see, we did request additional funds, and DSDG, good to their word, come back and offer us 2.7 million, which is fantastic because we need to give players some contracts. Eduardo has been offered a contract. We need to know if he accepts that. Ravel Morrison's contract is due to end in the next 5 months, and he's played his way into the team for me personally. He's been playing some magnificent football, really magnificent football. He's upped his work rate, he's tracking back, he's moving forward, he's playing magnificently. And then we get an audacious approach from FC Barcelona for 23 million for our talisman, who's only worth around about 16.5 million. I obviously done the appropriate thing. I spoke to Filippo and said, look, come on, Barcelona's just coming for us. Do you want me to accept the offer? What do you want to do? And Filippo turned around and said, boss, I don't want to leave West Ham United. I want to stay at West Ham for the rest of my career. And that was the biggest sense of relief I think I've had in this career mode, when he turned around to me and said, I want to stay at West Ham for life. So the next contract he signs will be a huge contract. We just need to make sure we've got plenty of cash in the contract section, because not a lot of players would do that. You know, Barcelona are a huge club, and a club that he admires, and a club that he said, you know, in his early days when he was 18, 19, he would love to play for Barcelona. He's 23 years old, he's at West Ham, and he wants to stay West Ham for the rest of his life. That really does fill me with great joy. And as you can see, we're scouring the database for centre-backs We're scouring the management database. As you can see, Massey has come up again, but obviously 16.5 million for Massey is a huge amount of money. Michel is also rumoured to be about 12-13 million. That's a huge amount of money. Indy, on the other hand, is a possibility. He's rated at £5 million, a great centre back. We do like the look of Stefan. He really is decent. We've been alerted to Aqua in the centre of the park as a great centre midfielder, as a CDM, a potential replacement for Sissoko. He's been linked away from us. Arsenal have been shortlisted to be making an approach. Obviously, Gary McKay-Steven, his value is too huge, and Tevez has been rumoured to want to come back to West Ham United. There has been rumours, and I will confirm them. Yes, we have been speaking to Joe Cole, but we can't go into the details at the moment. Also, we were spotted in Marseille, and yes, we were spotted in Marseille. Gabs is back on the radar. He has actually come out and said in the press he regrets leaving West Ham. He said he knew he understood why the move occurred, but he said it's not his dream to play in another country. He wants to go back to West Ham United. He wants to finish his career with West Ham United, which I have to say is quite a compliment. He really does have great love and affection for the fans. He misses the fans. He misses East London. He misses West Ham, and he wants to come back. So we'll have to see how that progresses and how that goes. But as you can see, we were having a look at Dragovic, a really decent centre back, a really decent young centre back. Obviously, look at Ravel. He's unhappy, but that's to do with his contract. We will be sorting that out, so don't panic. He's actually valued at £6 million, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Obviously, Knockhart is extremely unhappy, and a player that we are definitely looking to offload. He just cannot get into our team. We've got too many decent players in his sort of position that getting into our team is going to be extremely difficult. And also, on the plus side, it gives us an opportunity just to see how much they would like for Dragovic, see if we're in the sort of ballpark figures for his value, so it will give us a great opportunity to do that. As you can see, Dorian Jean has come back into the side. Benzier's come to the side. I've put out a little bit of a weaker side against Oxford, but still considerably a very strong side. You know, we've got Elliot Hewitt, Reed, Gomez, Potts. Ravel Morrison is fantastic. Eduardo is playing because we had a rumour that the Brazilian national team coach has actually come over to watch Eduardo. He's been linked to the national team squad, so I think it's very important that we allow him to play. Also, coming back from injury, it'd be nice for him to get some match fitness, and there's no better way to do that than away to Oxford. It's going to be a tough game, but hopefully he'll be able to do it. Potsy picks up the ball early doors. He feeds it to Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison opens his bodies up, sticks it in to the top corner with his left foot. That was unbelievable goal. Oh my days, I can't actually believe he done that. He then slaps the badge because he damn well knows a contract is coming his way. He really has played his way into the fans' hearts with some sensational football, and when you score goals like this, oh my days, he's sure to be a fan favourite. We're used to seeing that from the likes of Filippo, but my God. A slight defensive error and mix-up leads to Oxford coming back and scoring in the 31st minute with Constable. Slight error there, something we've got to work on. And then, we've said it before, is Butland finding his form? Does he have the right to save this? No, is the simple answer. He done it against Liverpool, and he's just done it against Oxford. He had no right to be able to save that, let alone even consider saving it. No, he just astounds me. When I doubt him, he comes back and plays 100 times harder. As we've already seen, he puts in so much extra time in training. Dorian Jean breaks in to the box in the 74th minute and slots the ball home. What a piece of football. He really is a talented player. I'm still astounded that his stats go down. But my God, what a cool and calm, collected finish in the 74th minute. Great ball over the top, uses his pace, uses his power, slots the ball home as if he's been playing regularly. We pick the ball up with Zaha. Zaha has to turn inside. He feeds the ball into Benzier. Benzier's found it very difficult to break into the side, but he's still playing in great football. Turns back, nice little turn, knocks the ball into Isco, who's been playing magnificently. He feeds it into Zaha. Then Dorian Jean just moves off his defender stoutly, turns and slots the ball home in the bottom corner after 87 minutes to confirm a 3-1 victory. That was great play. Not only was it great play by Zaha and Dorian Jean, but look at the run on the left-hand side. Look at that run from Eduardo. Eduardo was all over that, wanting the ball. He created that opportunity, brought the defender out. Dorian Jean just dropped off. Zaha played the ball in. That was cultured football. That is the Barcelona of East London football. That is the talisman of Turin football. And Oxford, unfortunately, look a little bit down and depressed that they lost. But to be fair, they're playing against one of the best teams on the planet, one of the best teams in the BPL, one of the best teams in Europe. And as you can see, we offered Eduardo a contract straight after that game, with the Brazilian national team coach coming over and actually saying, you know, he wants him in his national team at 17 years old. We took the steps to sign him up to a long-term deal, and thankfully Eduardo agreed to it, which I was very, very happy with. Dragovic, they come back and say we want 5.2 million plus the player. Well, that works out roughly to be around about a 9.5 million pound deal. I'm not sure he's actually worth 9.5 million pounds. We don't actually have 5.2 million pounds to go and spend on him, so we'll have to see what happens and what deals you guys come back with. As you can see, Pelly Roddick unfortunately is going to be leaving the club. He's left on good terms. He understands that it's very difficult to break into the side. You know, he completely understands that, which is fantastic. We're going to have a quick look at the database again. There's a few players on here that we really are interested in. I mean, Indy is really at this moment in time at the foremost. I mean, he's 22 years old. He's rated 77. He's worth 5 mil. We have been linked with Kurt Zouma again. The only thing I can say about Kurt Zouma, looking at his track record, he looks to be injury prone, so I'm not 100% sure. I might do him as a price check. Aqua has obviously grown into a magnificent player. He's currently 23 years old. We've been tracking him since he was 21 years old, and he has really come to fruition. There's rumours that we will be replacing with Soko. I can't go into that in great detail because Arsenal haven't made a formal approach to us for Sissoko. But we will be using Sissoko in a sort of an audacious deal, just to see what sort of or whereabouts we are with the likes of acquiring someone like Aqua, because he is worth £11 million. But as I say, Arsenal have not made a formal approach. We've also had rumours that Bayern Munich are interested in Sissoko, and again, I can't comment because we have not had a formal approach. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter until they actually make a formal approach, and it's something you know, we will take seriously if and when it happens. But as you can see, we are going to put in an audacious attempt for Kurt Zouma, just to see where we are in the price bracket area, just to see if we can work some deals, because I really need to offload Knockhart. I think you guys will agree we need to offload Knockhart. We need to bring in someone in the back line. We need to bring someone in because we have plenty going forward. We have plenty of midfield players. We have plenty of strikers. We're fantastic going forward. We need to strengthen at the back, and with the doubts surrounding Mbaya, he hasn't settled in with his teammates. He hasn't settled into the country. He hasn't settled into playing in a very, very competitive BPL league. We really, really need to do something about that. I think long term he will, but we need to bring in a decent centre back. But that's down to you guys. I really hope you guys come back to me and let me know what we need. And as you can see, we're going to drop into the manager's offer, and it's now time to go and speak to Ravel Morrison and see if he wants his contract. We're going to go to him and see if he wants his contract. As you can see, I've done the transfer budget. I've amended it to give us plenty of dosh for transfers. So from 2.7 million, it's only given us 45 grand a week, of which we're going to be giving £20,000 to Ravel Morrison on a 3-year deal, which, to be quite frank, at this moment in time, absolute snip. The guy's playing great football. He really does love the West Ham fans. He loves the club. He wants to stay, and I'm more than happy to keep him at the club. I think he's an integral part of what we're trying to build. As you can see, Pelly Roddick has gone. We got 210,000 from his deal, which is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Pato has been linked to go to Man City, which I find strange considering Man City don't have a manager. And there you go. Look at that. Ravel Morrison has accepted his contract. I'm well and truly over the moon. I'm dead chuffed with him signing a 3-year deal with West Ham. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And just before you think it's all over, just before you think you can go and start planning on what players to bring into West Ham, yes, we make an audacious attempt for Indy. Knockhart? Will it be Knockhart? Would it be Knockhart? It's not going to be bloody Diarmi. It's going to be Knockhart. So I'm going to look forward to catching you guys later.